co-host, you are the host, then
Oh,
you can record.
okay. Let's change role to
I should be the co-host, and you make yourself the host.
the change role change. Oh my god, it keep on changing. Now
Okay.
I think we can't do that anymore because the only link that I can be is just assign privilege. Uh, no, I can't do that anymore because it doesn't have that thing.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Uh, I
You
think maybe so
can,
if I finishes the recording, it will automatically send me the link,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yes, but it should be.
Okay.
But I'm not sure uh whether because you need to start the recording actually. Otherwise,
Okay.
it will not keep on. Mm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see it can record in the cloud or record in my system.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
It's recording.
yeah. Yeah. Maybe let me just put it in my system. Then it should be able to work like
Yeah.
that.
But
Okay.
usually in the lab we don't really record, but it's just in case the student wants to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give it a trial by
Yeah,
recording in
let's
my
give it a try.
system.
Don't, next time
Yeah.
we can, because I'm not really familiar with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit somewhat something else. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think some 31 student is coming. So in that
Yeah.
case, I can just leave, or you want me to be here? Because I can.
You can
Uh,
you can be here. You can do whatever you want. No problem at all.
I
Yeah.
know.
You can be here. You can go. You can anyhow.
No, no, it's just because I have another meeting at
Okay.
9:30. Yeah, called by the
Okay.
dean, so I need to join that. So
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
yeah, so I just leave from here lah. I just leave.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
if anything happen, you contact me through Telegram lah.
Okay. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Because
It's okay.
because I can open to link when I have another
At the
meeting.
same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Aruna, and all
Well,
the best for this.
well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. One minute.
Bye. I leave her now.
Yes, of course, no problem.
All right.
1 minute. Hello, good day, everyone. Welcome to the second session of this course. Like we have come all the way from one side to another side. I don't think if I don't know if some of you can hear me. Can you please confirm to me on the chat that you can hear me? Oh, all right. This is great. Uh, I think this is Group A, and this is the first time of our meeting. We haven't made it before, and you are all welcome to a very nice programming course called C++. And this is the second half of the semester, or I can say second half of the course. We're going to be doing something, we can call it new, we can call it something that we already have been doing. But we already come a long way by knowing so many things about the C++ programming language. And basically, the first thing that I want to bring your attention is that, so in case you guys are having issues in understanding some concept or any other thing that was happening in the background, you can straight away, let's have some few minutes to revisit all the questions you have before we dived into the second segment of the course. If you don't have any question, you can let me know in the chat that you don't have any issue. or you can straight away say no issue in the chat so that we can go ahead. I think I can give you like some few minutes, like 3, 4 to 5 minutes. Then we can move ahead. There's not seeing any question coming. If you don't have any question, please compound to me. Let's make the class interactive by like sending your messages in the chat or some stuff like that. There's any question? If you don't have, let me know in the chat personally. Just say no, you don't have any question. Or no question. Straight away it's okay. All right. Yeah, I can see some of you have started to respond with no question. That is great. It's something that you have known so far. If you are yet to know, anything about what was happening in the first half, so no problem. So we can straight away start doing some other things. Okay. From all the indication that a few people have responded, no question, only 4 among plenty people that we have. Please, I need the random people to respond like they don't have any question. All right, here I can see now the class is interactive. All right, this is super great. I think what I do normally do when I am sharing my screen, I do normally ask students to please bring their questions handy. So all the live questions handy so that I can share half of my screen to be the Dave C++ compiler and share the remaining half to read all the questions that we have. I think that is that will be okay for all of you. All right. I think the next thing to do is to share my screen, or else you can bring your questions handy so that we can look into it together. Are you all set? Are ready to go? Please bring the lab 8 questions. And this lab 8 is all about functions. And sorry, you can hear some kind of sound messages or some stuff like that. Maybe let me off the sound I used to really it used to bring a lot of issues. All right. What function does is just like we are modularizing our program that is giving us a room to break down our problem into pieces so that each and every part can take care of some other code segment. But basically what we do in function is that we have a lot of things that is going on there, but it's all the things you have already known. Do not allow the function to be like make you feel somehow. It's just something that you already know, but we are segmenting the problem and grouping the solution into pieces. And later on, we come and join it together. This is all what function does. But how to deal with the function and how function is being done, is being created is just like we first of all define the function. And after defining the function, we like give it a definition. And by giving it a definition, definitely it has a lot of segments. But from the questions you can see, it's just like question number 1, he said, calc total, that is calculate total. Is it following a function header or a function call? You already knew in the class that what a function header and what a function call. The difference between function header and function call is just like what did you think this one can be? And if you look at the question, it's straight away, it's just like a function call, because function header, it contains some kind of return type. But this one is just a function call. You call the function name, and inside opening and closing parentheses, it is empty. It doesn't have any parameter. And before the function name, we doesn't have any return type. And besides that, it's just like a function header, but it has a semicolon in front of it, and it doesn't have any return type. This is kind of function head. This is the kind of function call that we doesn't have anything to share with. And question number 2, it says, is deploying a function header or a function call void show result? But notice the difference between the first question and second question. If you look at it, this is calculate total, and it doesn't have anything inside at the end of the semicolon. And in the second question, you can see it's void show results. As it is void show result, kind of write a show result, but it doesn't have any semicolon, but it has a return type. This is a kind of function header that doesn't have any return type, and is exactly the same thing that we have been dealing with for quite some time. In writing in the normal C++ program header program template, is just like we said, hash include IO stream, int main, opening and closing parentheses. You can see int main is a function, and is a kind of function header. Int main, inside it, no any kind of closing and no any kind of parameter that was passed in the main method. And each and every C++ programming language begin execution from the main method. So similar case to the second question, void show result. The void is a return type, is the kind of function that doesn't return any value. But int main is just like it is returning type integer. That was why at the end of each and every program, you see the right return 0. 0 is an integer, and it has return type. But any function that doesn't have any return type, we don't care to put any return value. And each and every function do normally has a single return type, return value. And in the question number 3, he said, what is the output of deploying program? B, if the user entertained. So what do we do? I think if you want me to run question number 3 and share with you on my screen, is okay, then you can ask me share. Just like tell me in the chat, share. If you don't want me, write me no need. Please let me know in the chat. I want everybody to be responding so that I can be able to keep track of all the progress and everything, to get to know how many people are having issues so that I can handle that issues before we move ahead. We're all learning. For those that are new to the programming language or in the programming world, never mind, you are not yet late. We can still bring you back to life. Do you want me to share or to run it? Okay. I can see somebody say share. What up? Okay. Yeah, share. That is great. I think this is enough for me to add a new header file. So, okay. All right. Let me stop my Dave C++ so that I can share my screen so you guys to see. I will copy. Okay, share. All right. All right. Okay. Can you guys see half of my screen? All right. I believe you can do so by now. Then you just create new source file, and I have already copied the program number 3 that is asking for the output. But what we normally do is like, okay, in the first line is a hash include IO stream is normal thing, you know. Using namespace std is a normal thing, you know. And in line number 4, he brings something new. The thing that is new between line number 4 to line number 7, he said void punc1. That is function 1, is short name for a function, but you can give it any name, and doesn't have any parameter that is being passed inside the opening and closing parentheses. And you can see opening curly bracket at line number 5. At line number 6 is say, see out. Evil was I. And you see the closing at number 7. And he created another function, void funct2, no parameter passed. It says see out ISO elva /n. You know that everything is just, but just that if you look at line number 4 and line number 9 are just new things. This is called the function. They created a function, but everything inside the function should be engulfed inside opening and closing curly brackets between line number 5 and line number 7. For the second function is between line number 10 and line number 12. So you can put multiple statements. This is a function that doesn't have any return value. That was why it is void. But whenever you have anything that has some kind of return value, like integer, like something else, then we will talk about all this once as time goes on in the next few questions. And in line number 14 is a normal daily routine is int men. This one, it is having returned value and it is of type integer. It's just the same as this function, but just that inside this function is a main function that was built and it is a result board. And he created in line number 16, he created a variable of type integer called input. And he says, see out, enter a number. He said, see in input, see in input. Whatever you input, it shall be assigned to the variable. This is something that you already know. And for the conditional statement, if you look at it in line number 20, he said, if the input, if whatever the user imputed is less than 10, call function 1 and function 2. If it is not less than 10, meaning that if it is equal to 10 and above, then it will call function 2 first and then function 1 second. Then finally return 0. So you can see this opening and closing curly bracket between line number 21 and line number 24. It wants to execute multiple statements at a time. It will call function 1 first and call function 2. And if the user entered any input that is less than 10, then it will call function 1. The function 1 will return Abel was and then I saw Elva. But when he entered exactly 10 and above, it will call function 2. You say, I was Elva, I saw Elva and Abel I was. So this is how he will be calling the function each and every time. And you can see how easy is it to directly call a function. And notice something, all the functions was defined before the main method. So the compiler should be able to either know the complete general definition of the function or at least know the function prototype. And I will talk about a function prototype. And here you can see this is the complete function with its name, return type, and its general body. Name, return type, and its general function body for both the two functions. But if you look at it down here, when we call the function within the main method, we straight away call the funct1 if you see the name of the function and no parameter was passed. So this is straight away how to call the function. But whenever we have a parameter to pass, definitely we can take care of all these. Whenever we call the function, we have to pass the parameter. We do pass the parameter by so many things with which we will explain as times goes on. And similar case to here. So when we try to run the program, compile, okay, compile and run. Okay, I have to save. And I name it Q3. Question number 3, week number 8, I save. All right. You can say enter a number. Maybe I put 8. I press enter. I say Abel was I saw Elva. Oh, sorry. I don't. Can you be able to see my screen? I doubt if you can see my screen. That's how you can see it. Yeah, sure. I know definitely you can't. But okay, let me stop sharing and reshare my entire screen so that it can appear share the screen. All right. I think you can be able to see my screen now, generally. Then I say execute, compile and run. All right, you can see it asked me to enter a number. On entering a number, if you see the way it was, like the program, as I told you earlier, or as you already know, each and every C++ program begin execution from the main method. And you can see instead of it to say C out able was I or whatever, so it has to start execution from the main method. It will skip all these ones, but it will take note of I have two functions at line number 4 and at line number 9. So it will just start it from line number 14 and say input a number, see out enter a number. This is where all the program begin execution. It will ask you to enter a number. For example, now I decided to maybe, let me say I want to put something like 9 or so. As I put 9, I receive the input. See, in input now equals to 9. If input is less than 10, that is input less than 10, I already put 9. Yeah, sure, it is less than 10. Then this will be executed. It will call function 1. Function 1, the compiler will search. Where is the function 1? I already know about it. Okay, it will just go back to line number 4 and say this is function 1, and it will enter here and carry all the operation that is inside its function. What is inside of it is just output eval was I. Then it will put eval was I. And it will move to the next line, number 23. Call the function number 2 and said, okay, function number 2, I saw Elva. So it will print eval was I and I saw Elva. So when you press enter, it will definitely do eval was I and I saw Elva. But what if in case I put exactly equals to 10 or greater than 10? Any value greater than 10, it will call the function number 2 first, then function number 1. So the output other than anything less than 10, it should be able to print I saw Elva, eval was I, because it called function 2 first before calling function 1. So let me rerun the program and see what exactly is happening. Execute, compile, and run. Then it will ask me to put a number. Maybe I will put 12. That is more than 10. Press enter. I saw Elva, eval was I. So this is exactly how to perform the function call, and this is exactly how the function is. All right. I don't know if you are good to go, but he's asking what it will be what will the output of the following program be when the user put exactly 10. All right, let's do it and put 10, but it will exactly do the else part as we already seen. Maybe we to just exactly put 10 and press enter. It will say I saw Elva, eval was I, because 10 is the first condition can never hold, and the first condition can never hold because this is the condition say if input is less than 10 and the input is exactly 10, meaning that this one it will never hold, it is false, then it will move to the else part of the function. All right, this is exactly what the function is doing. If you have any question, please let me know before I moved ahead to question number 4. Please let me know in the chat. If all is clear, please let me know. And do not forget to sign your attendance, please. All right. I like these ones, like many people are responding. Please be responding all the time. I used to be happy because I don't want to be just alone. Yeah. This is great because I used to quantify like at what rate many people are getting it or not getting it. Do not allow yourself to get lost or missing in action. So, all right, let's move to the next question. Okay, let me share my Dave still. All right. So I am I'm gonna question for question number 4. He said, the following program, skeleton, determines whether a person qualified for a credit card. To qualify, the person must have worked on his or her current job for at least 2 years and make at least $17,000 per year. Finish the program by writing the function prototype and definition of the function, qualify and no qualify. The function qualify should explain that the application qualifies for the card. and that the annual interest rate is 12%. The pension no qualify should explain that the applicant doesn't qualify for the card and give a general explanation why. So this is the kind of question. The one good thing or one basic thing that everybody should be very careful about when writing any program or doing any project is to exactly understand what is the scope. What do we want to do? At least I think I should create a new file so that we can take care of this. So let me even save the file. Maybe all right. This is untitled too. But anyway, let me just write started normal thing. Maybe when we write this program number 4, it should be able to give you some rooms of handling everything. So basically, it's a normal daily return to say hash include IOC train. This is a normal thing, and we always using namespace. Sorry, using namespace STD, that is standard input output. Then he asked us, he said a program qualified. He said, finish the program by writing the function prototype and definition of the functions qualify and no qualify. To write the function prototype is to just give it to just give it a return type. Is it returnable or non-returnable method? So we doesn't need any parameter passage. I can just give it a kind of void. It's a void function. He said the name of the function should be qualified. And always remember to put opening and closing parentheses even without any parameter. After function prototype qualified, and I can say void again no qualify, then you can see like, okay, these two things I did line number 4 and line number 5 are the function prototype. This is what function prototype. Maybe I should comment it so that it will be like this is a functions prototype. Sorry, prototype. Okay, these are the two functions prototype. These are the function prototypes that we have. The first and the second function that he said we should write the function prototype and the definition. How to write the function definition is it should be like maybe after the main method is to just let line number the function prototype let the program to understand what exactly we are doing. So in the normal circumstances, we always have something like int main, then this is normal thing that we said return 0. Sorry. So return 0. All right. So I want to do whatever I want to do, I will do it inside here. So what do we want to do? But remember, read the question carefully. So the program determine, all right, deploying program, I think we have already given the things inside. Okay. But I can straight away type in everything in the question. He said we have salary, we have all these things, and number of years the person spent. Okay, so let me just do a normal variable declaration variable called salary. After the salary I terminate, then I have another variable called years, the years that you spend in service. And then the next thing is just like we are to ask the user by saying, see out, this program will determine if you qualify as a kind of program header. It said this program will determine if you qualified. Okay, sorry. If you qualify. So, but not sure which to put the end line at the end here. All right. You can see they just make so many things to be like breaking down into pieces. If you qualify for what? They said our credit card. And I still put another end line out here. And the next thing is we're having C out. Like they said, what is your annual salary? Maybe we have to ask for that so that we can populate this output for that. What is your annual salary? So we ask for annual salary. What it will happen? We are to assign whatever user imputed to a kind of the variable that we already declared here in line number 10. So we can straight away say, like, see in, you already know these things, salary, we receive the salary, then we can still ask, see on, maybe I can make differences between here. The other one is header part, it's header of the program. On line number 16, line number 17, receiving salary input. And to line number 19 and line number 20 should be able to receive how many years, we can ask how many years have you worked, like at your current job, right? At your current job. So when we ask this question, the user shall be able, maybe I shall add the line here, should be able, whatever the user imputed, we can say see in now the yes. So as soon as we receive the input. So what did he say? He said, if the salary is greater than or exactly equal to that, and then your number of years is more than 2, then you are qualified, right? While if you doesn't have anything less than that, either of the two, you are not qualified. So before testing these conditions, I think we are to give the function definitions. One good thing, like whenever you're giving the function definition, it should be outside the main method. Maybe we can give it at below the main method. So let's give it the definition of the functions. And not something, even if you created the function prototype at line number 5 for line number 6, there is need for you to also, when defining the function, to also have the header file. The function header is different from the function prototype because function prototype has a semicolon at the end and it doesn't have any body. But the function header, it doesn't have semicolon at the end. So we have to create the function definition now by starting with the function header. We said, boy, we have to get it, exactly the name that we already have here, function called pi, and we have opening and closing parentheses. But notice that the only thing that is added between the function prototype and function and the function definition is that we didn't add anything in the function prototype. Immediately after the name of the function, we terminate. But here we are adding the body. Body meaning that the content, whatever is going to be executed inside the function or when that function is being called. This at line number 26 is just what we call function header. Exactly as we answered between question number 1 and question number 2. But now we are going to write whatever we want to output when we call this function. We're just going to say see out. So we're going to just say applications are qualified. Applications or applicant. So applicant qualifies. Qualified and qualifies. So you are qualified, and annual interest that you will get, interest rate is, he said, 12% in the question, right? It's exactly 12%. Then I can straight away end my line out here. So I finish this grade in the function definition of the function called pi. You can say it void, qualify, see out, whatever. This is the function definition for, or let me just give it a comment. This is what we call function definition. So this is the function definitions for the two functions, for the first function. And what about the other function that no qualified? We still got to write exactly the same thing, no qualified. But be very careful when naming the functions. When you create a function prototype, it should be exactly the same name so that it should not create any confusion to that, because you're creating the function body now. So also this not qualified, we also doesn't have any parameter that we pass, but we're just going to output exactly what we want to have. This is CR applicant. I think what they said doesn't qualify. Then you can give a reason. Maybe we can say because your what is it called? Your salary is less than your salary is, maybe you can say is low or is very low, and year of service is something. You can just give it any how you want it. You can just end the line. So at the end, this is a function. This is the function definitions that I give for both the two things. But we are going to enter inside of my main method and be calling these functions, because it says, it said, like, let me read the question. It said the function qualifies should explain the applicant qualifies so that, and the annual interest rate is 12%. Exactly. The function no qualify should explain that applicant doesn't qualify for the card and give a general explanation. Why? Maybe applicant doesn't qualify for, or doesn't qualify for our credit card. We can say because whatever your salary is low. So this is exactly what it does about how to make the call inside the main method. To make the call inside the main method is to check if your salary, as we have the variable, whatever the salary the user imputed, if the salary is greater than or equals to $17,000, right? Okay, $17,000, then you make use of, and this is normal things that you already know, and the number of years in service is greater than or equals to 2, so that means you are qualified. Then we can call the function call qualify. Then straight away call the function like the way we do. The name of the function is called pi. And we call the call pi, we doesn't have any parameter to pass, just opening and closing parentheses, just terminate. It will just print whatever the message constant. When you call this function, then whatever is inside the body of this function will be displayed. But when you didn't qualify anything, any condition that doesn't hold this, what will happen? Straight away we can take it in the else part. It will just automatically call the function no qualify. So this is how to call the function and how to create a function prototype and how to create all those things. And we have returned 0. So what do we do? Are we done with the program? Probably yes. I think we can straight away test it our program by running it and see what exactly is going to happen. Let's say execute, compile and run. It will ask me to save. This is question number what? All right. Okay, question number 4. Then I will save it as Q4. As soon as I save it, all right. This is what they call function prototype. What is happening? It is showing me an error message. I'm happy to this. I don't want to do this function prototype. Why? Oh, oops. This is, I supposed to put it, sorry. This is supposed to be a comment. I just make it hash include similar case to here. It's supposed to be a comment. So I'm very sorry. I make use of this comment because when I use hash, I make use of Python programming language for the comment and use with double forward slash is a single line comment. I'm sorry for that. Then compile and run. So it will give me like, okay, this program will determine if you qualify for that, what is your annual salary. Maybe I will have 16,000. How many years it's spent? Maybe 2 years. It will just applicant doesn't qualify for a credit card. Oh, right. Sorry. I am very sorry. Let me share my entire screen so that all of you can be able to see. All right. Here my entire screen. All right. Okay. Okay. Can you be able to see my screen? All right. Yeah. So you just
そうです。隔離用のば
釜の少年が
execute
遭遇野犬だとか鳥だとか言って
大きさもかなりの
Confine
人より大きな鳥だと。確か
and
に、
run
そんなものに襲われたら、人間の脅威は、
それは俺たちの世界にも言えることだ。
the
人は、そうで
city
すね。
ああそして
It
俺たちも互いに
be able to print the header of the program, and I don't know why it's taking some time to load it. Oh, sure, please. Don't want a situation where the program will be halted and maybe I shall compile and please load the program.
なら守り通してみ
I'm
せ
very
よ
sorry, baby. I don't know. It'll take some time before.
頑張ろう。一緒に私が守る。覚悟して。
Some issues how many programs?
Creeping shadow.
All right, yeah.
Nothing phantom. Assault.
If you qualify for AI full client
リゾブルブリン
available for let's press enter say how many
これで沈め。はわはわ。
round you work wait this string so current job maybe applicant doesn't qualify because
不滅の一心
that is not greater US dollar either you will not be able to
我ながら
execute our own
援護する。
and be able to we can be able if we are qualified this is slow like this. Let's take some time we no that class okay well salary Let me just say 17 and I'm 2 years well interest rate is 12
ねえ。この後
okay anything above
時
2
間あるかしら。
can qualify with regards to consent number it can be a if no consent please I may not know the next Pause. All right. Okay. Hello, can somebody here please let me know in the chat? Like they can hear me? That is wrong, I don't understand. Oh yeah, that is great. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, you can't. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know what is wrong. I attempted sharing. But when I share my screen, I'm not seeing that it's shareable. I don't know what exactly is wrong. Okay. So does that mean that I can share my content? All right, I'm just trying to. I'll be attempting to share my screen, but anyway, I think instead of us, let's look at the the few next question. Maybe maybe the network that is causing all this destabilization and some stuff like that. But just that what I want you to okay, let me minimize this one. Close this, minimize. Okay, probably I should be able to get some stuff. Okay. I'm just closing some other things. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. All right. Please bring all the remaining questions handy so that I can explain fully what exactly is going on. Well, let's move to question number 5. Because we have a bunch of questions to look into. Since you don't have any question, I think, let me just bring my things. Okay. Let's move to question number 5. Question number 5 is saying, indicate which of the following is the function prototype, the function header, and the function call. All right, this is super nice to help me or in 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 in, in like let me know. Oh, sorry. No sound. Oh, now. Okay. I'm very sorry for this. I don't know. It has never happened. I'm sorry about that. It's probably the network issue. All right. You can see question number 5 is you should indicate whether the following is a function prototype, function header, or function I think function definition or function call. The first one he said void show number double num. You can see we doesn't have any semicolon in front, but we have return type, we have parameter inside, and whenever you pass in the parameter, it used to come along with the parameter name and the parameter data type. So this is what we call function header. And number 2, he said void show num, and he passed an argument only the data type double. This is what we call function prototype. Unlike the function prototype we created, we doesn't have any parameter passed. But something here, we only have a single parameter that's being passed, and that parameter is of type double. This is what we call function prototype. And we doesn't need to put the function, the parameter name. But if you so wish, you can, but it's not fountain necessary. And the last one, he said show num 45.67. This is what we call function call. It doesn't have any return type, but it has passed the parameter value, not the parameter name. But we can pass parameter by reference or the actual parameter. And hope you understand the difference between function header, function prototype, and function call. While the function definition is the entire function with its body to be executed. And the next question is question number 6. But if you have any question, please bring your attention back to that one. And question number 6, he said, demonstrate a function definition name times 10. The function, or you could times 10. This is the name. Just multiply by 10. This is the name he gave. He said, demonstrate a function definition named times 10. The function should have an integer parameter named number. When times 10 is called, it should display the product of number. That is the parameter that was passed times 10. And you multiply it by 10. So how to go about that? Let me see if I can share my screen now. Say share content. I pray the network shall be stable and shall allow me to do that. Oh shit, this is sure. I don't know what exactly is wrong. Can you hear me, please? Hope is not laggy. Okay, all right. I don't know, I'm having problems sharing, and if to say I should unshare myself, I should like restart over, it should be a problem because I am the host. Okay. Let me see if I can share. But you can't see my screen. I cannot share, right? Yeah, you can't see, but oh, all right. I don't want a situation whereby I don't know why this thing is happening, but what we will do is I'm afraid of like doing some things to lose connection. But what I will do, I will chat with you like what you are going to do on this concern. Let me just type it in the chat so that you can just copy and paste it in your program so that everything will be okay. In a normal thing, just try as much as you can to have your hash include IOC trim. You get it. Using namespace std. That one is normal thing. But let me see if I can straight away have that for you. And void, type it in something so that it can not cause a break. And he said we should create a function, demonstrate a function times 10. Times 10, the function should have an integer parameter. So I want to create the function prototype now. This is the function prototype that you will have. After the function prototype, I shall have my int man. Okay, let me type it in. It said int man. And after the int man, I shall, oh, sorry. Okay, let me just be doing it. Int, I shall have a variable integer n. After, oh, right, this is serious. Maybe I should type in all the program. And later on, then you can have it completely. All right. I think I restarted a bit all over, but from intman. After I've typed it intman, see it in, then I shall be able to have something that they call function call, that is times 10. We supply whatever the user imputed, C in N, but we had to ask a user. All right, this is it. I think you can see int main. After your copied hash include I also using namespace std, and I have int main from here. By that int main, you will have I declare another variable of type integer n. But ideally, I supposed to say after int n, I supposed to say C out, please enter an integer number, because to let the user know that the compiler is waiting for your input. Then we said C in n. After he said C in n, and that whatever user imputed, we are to pass it as a parameter, because in the function header, you can see void times 10 is int that we pass, and we are expected to pass a single parameter. Then whatever user inputted will be copied and pasted here. And when it is pasted, we call the function. After the function call, then you can see the function definition at the end by saying void times 10 integer number, then see out number times 10. We are outputting whatever user imputed, multiply by 10, and then we return 0. This is exactly what it does. So I can give you a chance or a room to make a comment, please. If you didn't understand or it didn't give you exact value, whatever you imputed, or even if you run the program without the user to make any input, you will see the cursor blinking. Then you just try as much as you can to just press any integer. You will get it multiplied by 10 when you run the program. Please, how many people copy and paste and did it exactly and got the expectations? If you typed in 2, just you will see 20. If you type 20, you will get 200. If you type 10, you'll get 100. Or if you type 50, you get 500. When you type 5, you will get 50. Whatever value you put, it will be multiplied by 10. Please, is there any issue? Please let me know in the chat. Since I don't understand. Okay, no issue. Okay. Okay, it is correct. Please let me know if it is correct. Or if you done it, just put done. Let me see. And do not forget to sign your attendance, please. It works, okay? Please, if it didn't work for you, let me know. All right, I think no issue. Okay. In question number 7, he said define the function prototype for the time 10 function. In question number 6, we already done that. Function prototype. We have created the function prototype at the very beginning, immediately after hash include IOStream using namespace std. Then we create the function prototype by saying void times 10 int. That is just it. He said define the function prototype for the function times 10 in question number 6. We have done that, solved already the question number 6, and question number 7. And question number 8, he said, all of you should I know by now should have the question handy. He said, what is the output of the following program? You can copy and paste the program, but notice something. I think, I don't know if I can be able to mark it correctly. Question number 8, I can say line number 1 is hash include IOStream. Line number 2 is using namespace std. And line number, okay, maybe I shall be able to copy it on my div, even though I cannot share. That let me copy it into my div so that I can straight away be telling you what exactly is happening. Okay, let me create a new source, paste it. All right, line number 1 is using namespace std, include hash include IOStream. Number 2 using namespace std. Line number 3 is void show double int. This is function prototype. And line number 4 is int main. Line number 6 is int num, declare a particular variable. And line number 7, he said for num equals to 0, num less than 10, num plus plus. meaning that it's a range of 10 values. It called the function 10 times. What the function is doing is in the function definition from line number 12 until line number 15, it is saying that show double and it passes the parameter value of type integer, and it says see out value. What is the value? That is the exact value that is going. And I think the value itself times 2. So if that is the case, we are getting the value. For the first round, it will just get 0. 0 multiplied by, it will just print 0, then give a tab space, and then print 0 times 2. And it gets 1 and print 1 times 2. 2, 2 times 2, 3 times 2, 4 times 2, 5 until 9 times 2. It called the function 10 times and it will output 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10, and stuff like that. Please, did anybody got it exactly like that? Please let me know on the chat. I don't know. Why, let me just attempt it resharing again. Yeah, this is great. I'm really happy that all you guys can understand what exactly is going on. Okay. And what about question number 9? It says, what is the output of the following program? And question number 9, what it does is say hash include iostream using namespace std, and he created a function prototype called void punct1 double int. This is it. But inside int main, he created a variable x of type integer and assigned the value 0 to it, and created another variable y of type double and assigned 1.5 to it. And he said, see out x. What is x? X is 0, and he gives a space, and another space y is 1.5. This is the first output of this program. And he called a function, punct1, y, comma, x. Notice something. We have 2 parameters now that is being passed. And if you look at the function prototype, that is in line number 3, void punct1 double int. The first value is of type double and the other one is of type integer. But you should be very, very careful whenever you are passing parameter values, because the first one is of type double and the other one is of type integer. If you attempted putting double in of type integer whenever you're making the function call, he said punct1 y comma x. So definitely y is of type double, x is of type integer. But when you switch it up, definitely the order of the variable is so important. So if you passed it, probably you might get some errors, or you might probably get a kind of logical error that it will quite all right, doesn't show any compilation error, but it will print some result. But I am very sure that it will be able to give you some compilation error because the parameter you passed is totally different. So this is it. You call the function. The first output will be 0, 1.5. And when you call the function, it will print what? And the function, if you look at the function definition, it is changing the values. If you look at the function definition, punct1 double a int b, he said see out a and b. What is a? A is 1.5 because we are passing y as a value, and b is 0. This is exactly to print 1.5, 0. And then inside that same function, he changed the value of a and b to be 0.0 and 1.10. Then he outputs still a and b. So when we call the function, we have 2 output to get outputted. The first output should be the values that we passed, and the second output should be the value that is within, that are local to the function. Then it will print 0 and 1, 0. That is 0 and 10. Exactly the value that was changed. And after the function call, you see out x and y. He still called x and y. The x is 0 and the y is 1.5. So the output should be 0, 1.5 at the first line, And the second line is 1.5 and 0. And next line is 0 and 10. And the final line is 0 and 1.5. This is exactly what is going to happen. Did you guys try it and it gives you the exact output? Maybe if you didn't understand or you have any question on question number 9, please let me know, because we pass, in summary, this is showing how to pass more than one parameter. And the variable names in the parameter might not necessarily be the same. So about any confusion. So inside any function, you can play around with any number of parameters. But whenever you're making the function call, be very careful whenever you're passing. The order at what you pass the number of parameters matters a lot, especially when you have different data types. And the values that you're passing, you should know which one is which, because you may probably be referencing a first parameter while you're referencing to the second parameter in mind. So do you have any question with regard to question number 10? No question, or there is? Please let me know in the chat. And do not forget to sign your attendance. I'll always remind you. And always ask questions. Never feel like you are lonely. If you are yet to even know how to install Dave, I'll work with Dave, never mind. You can communicate with me or with any of us, either personally or directly from the chat now, so we can give some kind of help. You can program. Never feel like, I am not comfortable with that. No, you are comfortable with that. Never mind. Please, can you confirm to me that no question? Question number 9? No question. All right. All is clear? That's great. I just want to have some interaction. Okay. What about question number 10? Since you all have it, I'm really happy that you all have it handy. So question number 10 says the following program skeleton. Ask the user, right? What did it ask the user to do? Ask for the number of hours you have worked and your hourly pay rate. If it then calculate and display your wages. Describe function definition. Show dollars. That output of the wages. No, this thing should be something. But anyway, it says the following program skeleton ask for the number of hours you have worked and your hourly pay rate. It then calculate and display your wages. Describe function definition called show dollars that output the wages. You can see line number 1. He said hash include IOC stream using namespace std void show dollars double. This is the function prototype. It's only receiving one parameter, int main. But we have to define the function. How to define the function? Just define the function. Say void show dollars double, or else I will just give you the function definition in the chat. I think it will be better. This is the only thing that you're going to add. Show dollar wages. Then I think I can have some stuff like that. I said say out. Okay. Say out wages. Your wages, I think, is in Malaysian ringgit. All right. I think this should be your wages are something RM then wages, because this is what exactly I asked. So after you copy the whole program and you add this definition at the button, definitely it must work. I don't understand why I can't share my screen. I'm not happy with that. But I'm very sorry. Like, I don't know where from where the policies and the problem as in being me the host. If I mistakenly go off now, it will be a serious challenge. All right. Please, did you do it? Just outside after copying the whole program, you copy the function output, then the function definition outside the main method, then straight away do it. All right, I think you guys should be able to do something like that. Okay. Any challenge? Please let me know in the chat so that we can progress. I'll take care of the remaining things. All right. No challenge? Okay. Please, you guys should be letting me know. It works. Okay. Yasmin, thanks. Sui, thanks. Ingi. And please let me know. Just be giving it a trial. All right. See out. Fixed set precision. Link Shao, can you unmute yourself and talk? Link Shao? Link Shao, do? Can you unmute
Hello?
yourself, please? Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
All
Because the
right.
question require us to display with 2 places of precision after the decimal.
All right. All
So
right. Yeah.
we should decide our format.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the sound is very low. But anyway, this is good observation. I did it intentionally. I think you can straight away say see out, fixed, and set precision 2. Then show point. This is the comment is super important and it solve all the 2 precisions to 2 decimal places and whatever. This is very, very excellent. But this line that Link Shaw added is to be included inside the function definition before printing out the wages. Thank you very much, Link Shaw.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Because I'm just worried like
Also include the header file too.
you said?
The header file IO menu.
Yeah, I owe money. You can you have to include it. I think everybody should be able to understand something like that, so that it will not cause any problem. Yeah, definitely that is need to include IO money, IO stream, and some stuff like that. And all of you guys should be able to know the importance of those basic header piles, right?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome and thank you too. This is great. And but question number 11, how many return value may a function have? That was what I told you earlier. Each and every function that has that return value will have one return value. Just return 0, return 1, or return area, return whatever. You're just returning 1. The answer is 1 to question number 11. And the question number 12, he said, demonstrate a header for a function name distance. You see, the function should return a double, meaning that I have my return type of the function is double, then I give it a name distance, and he said, and have 2 double parameter, rate and time. And inside the parentheses, I will write double rate and double time. That is just it. That is your question number 12. If you didn't understand, let me just take it in the chat. You have to just say double distance and say double rate, then double time. This is exactly what they are required in question number 12. What about question number 13? He said, demonstrate a header for a function named this. The function should return integer data type. It's exactly like that one. And have 3 parameters now, not 2. Integer of type integer. Yes, month, and weeks. Then you have to just say int days inside the parentheses, integer yes, integer month, and integer year. Integer weeks separated by comma. But not something. If you are given, unlike when we are normally declaring a variable, like you can say int a, comma b, comma c to carry all that same integer data type. But whenever you're passing a parameter, you are to individually put the data type to each and every parameterized variable. So you must put data type for each and every variable. So like int year, int month, int weeks, although all of them, they are having the same data type. Not that. Similar case, if you look at the previous question number 12, the one I pasted is exactly the same thing. We have rate and time, both of them of type double, but we have to put the data type individually. Question number 14, he said, demonstrate a header for a function named getKeys or getKey. The function should return a character and use no parameter. So straight away you have to just say char getKey, then open and closing parentheses without any parameter. Straight away to solve question number 14. You have to just say char as a return type, then the function name, opening and closing parentheses without any parameter. Question number 15, what it does. He said, demonstrate a header for a function named light years. The function should return a long and have a long parameter called miles. The only thing you're gonna do is to just, sorry, let me be assured. Do I have to type in all these things? Please, if you have any question, let me know. Notice the difference. The return type of this function is long. Then the name of the function, light years, you have to write long, light years, then opening and closing parentheses. Inside the parameter is called miles of type long. You have to write long miles inside. This is exactly what I'm writing in the chart. It doesn't have any issue. Question number 16 and question number 17. Question number 18 and yeah, the remaining 3 questions went at us 16, 17, and 18 want us to write a complete program. But what I will do, I will, please, can somebody unmute himself? Or let me see who commented last. Lingsha, can you unmute yourself? Marie is absent. Yasmin, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Among question number 16, 17, and 18, do you think we have to solve all of them? Or before asking you that question, how many hours or minutes remain for us for this class?
We have 40 minutes.
We still have 40 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, that is great. I think we still have time. I think I can go over the 3 questions within the shortest possible time. Instead of me to ask you to choose which among which, or maybe you should pick one, and I will explain 2. Just pick one for me. Please let me know in the chat. Just have a choice. Let me have among questions 16, 17, and 18. All of you should respond so that we can. Sorry, just now I have some technical problem. Okay, no worry, Ling Chao. It's normal. It used to happen. So please, all of you should let me know. Just if you want, just go read the questions. I will give you like 5 minutes or so, and let me know in the chat like which among the 3 questions do you want me to solve, so that we are doing both count. If your both didn't count, so it's a problem. Let's just choose. And if you want me to do questions, just choose the questions like 1, 2, like 16 and 17, or 16 and 18, or 17 and 18, or whatever combination. Or you can put 16, 17, 18. Let me see who others that want me to solve 1 question, who others that want me to solve 2 questions, who others that want me to solve the whole 3 questions. So that I can straight away do the needful, because we are going to be using functions throughout the remaining part of this course. Please let me know immediately within just possible time, so that I can be able to do. And even if I'm solving it, I can't share my screen. I don't know how is it going to be. But I can type it in, or do the needful, so that I can paste it on the chat. No problem. Then you guys can copy and paste, and just be asking me what exactly is going on out there. Please let me know in the chat. I'm waiting. I'll give you like 2 minutes or 3. Go over the questions. Pick the ones that you feel like you have doubt on. Before you do that, I will be reading the questions. He said a coin's toys number 16. Write a function named coin's toes that simulate the tossing of a coin. When you call the function, it should generate a random number in the range of 1 through 2. If the random number is 1, and the function should display head. If the random number is 2, the function should display tail. Demonstrate the function in a program that asks the user how many times the coins should be tossed, and then simulate the tossing of a coin in that number of times. So this is exactly something that we did. We are just calling the function number of times that the user imputed. We have done that, but you can still do that. Okay? You have to just create a void function, void called coinstalls, and inside the body of the function, just have something that will generate a random number. And when you sum that random number and you divide it by 2, if the remainder and assign that number to, if you add it by 1 and you divide by 2, definitely it will give you some remainder. So just try as much as you can to see if the remainder is exactly equals to 1. Just put heads. Else, it should be tails. We're just working with remainder. And question number 17 is something that we have been doing, just that we just put it in a function, Celsius temperature table. The formula to convert a temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius is C equals pi by 9 times F minus 32, where F is the Fahrenheit temperature and C is the Celsius temperature. Demonstrate a function named Celsius that accepts a Fahrenheit temperature, meaning that we have one parameter now as an assignment, as an argument. The function should return the temperature, convert to Celsius. Notice something, difference between argument and parameter. The argument is just the value we pass. It's the same like as a parameter, but this one is during the function call, and the other one before the function call. So we had to just create a function, a function called Celsius. But notice something, the return type should be now of type float because the value should be high, or of type double. And the temperature we're receiving should be of type double or of type float. And then inside of the function, you are to just work with that argument or the parameter you passed inside of the formula. And then now, since it has float return types, you are to say return whatever you calculated. Unlike the other one, none of the function has any return type. And then the final question said, rectangle area. Write a program that will ask the user to enter the width and the length of a rectangle and then display the rectangle's area. The program calls the following functions. Number 1, get length. Number 2, get width. Number 3, get area. And number 4, display data. So now we have more than 1 or 2 functions. We have 4 functions within which all of the function wants to ask to create their definitions and probably and their prototypes. Number 1, get length, is saying this function should ask the user to enter the angle length and then return that value as double. And number 2, get width, said this function should ask the user to enter the rectangle's width and then return the value as double. While get area, say this function should accept the rectangle's length and width as argument and return the rectangle's area. The area is calculated by multiplying the length by width and display data. That is the last function. This function should accept the rectangle length, width, and area as argument and display them in an appropriate message on the screen. Please, dear, so let me know. Hear me? Please let me know in the chat. It seems like you guys cannot hear me. Sorry. About now, is it okay? I have to find. Yeah, okay, that is great. Okay, please, you guys should let me know among the 3 questions I have explained so far, like if we have, or if we are to, if I am to solve either of the questions, or which among the questions do you want me to solve, or how do you want it to be? Okay, somebody said question number 16. Okay, I'm counting. 16 get one count. What about, please, you guys, all of you should comment if your board should count. Okay, 16, 16. Somebody say 17. Okay, 1, 2, 3 for 16. Well, okay, 16. All right. Many people want me to solve 16. Okay, please, your board should count. Seems like 16 is the majority. Only have 217. Okay. Okay, 16. Oh, 16. Okay. It seems like majority are going for question number 16. All right. All right. Okay. Akma, Akisha, can you unmute yourself?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please can you open your mouth or bring the mic very close to your mouth so that we can hear you well?
Wait.
Okay, can you share your screen so that to see your code, why is it not working in question number 18? All right, you can see, you can share, but why is it I cannot share? Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay.
All right. So, I think, let's see what exactly happened. All right. Line number 1. Okay, length, width, and area. Okay, you have 3 variables declared. And get length as a function, get width, get area, double, and void display data. And you still have double in it. Okay. Then let me take a look into something. But remember, in the display data, it said this function should accept rectangle length, width, and area, meaning that it must have 3 arguments. Did you understand?
3 arguments.
Yeah, no, as in like go back to line number 1. Let me just show you something. In line number 8, void display data. If you read the question, she said this function should accept the rectangle length, width, and area, meaning that it has 3 parameters. You only pass 1 double parameter. You understand? You should have 3 doubles. All right, and the get area has 2 doubles. Okay, good. And in the main, int main here, why did you just, it seems like you copy the top and put it exactly the same thing here. You can't do that. This is, you are creating a function prototype inside main method. You get it?
No.
Inside the main method, from line number 13 until line number 16 seems to be useless. Just try and empty it. Good. All right. Move to the top. Go back to where you declare a line number 4. Copy the entire line. Okay. Copy the entire line number 4 or cut it. Cut it from there. Okay. Okay. No, line number 4 only. Line number 4 only. Okay, cut it from there. Okay. That is great. So this is what we have inside the main method, right? So I think the next thing to do, just inside, okay, go back to line number 12. At the end of the line number 12, the thing you have just cut, press enter. Enter again so that we can give you a space. So write length is equals to, we are now going to populate that. Length is equals to, then call the function get length. This is great. I'm really happy. Open and closing parentheses. Then terminate at the end by semicolon. Enter. Then assign the value to the width also. You have to say open and close parentheses first before you enter because we are calling it from the function. Okay? Enter. Then area. Is that the name of the variable you give exactly? Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's exactly as it. And get area. But inside, notice something. Inside the get area, you have to pass two parameters, length and width. Please scroll over a bit, okay? Where are you? Are you there?
Yes, yes. I can do it.
Go back to there. Let's finish with the main method first. Okay, in the get area, inside there, inside the parameter, the opening and closing parentheses should never be empty. Yeah, you don't need to put the data type. Just remove them. Remove that double. We are passing the actual values now. Length, comma, width. You get it? So we already fetched that. We got this. So what about display information? Press enter. No, go back there. We are not yet finished, okay? Then in the display data method, the function, you created. Did we have, we can just call the function straight away. Just say display data, the function you created so far. Inside, then we have to pass the whole three parameters, length, comma, width, comma, area. All right, that is great. So technically we are going to do something now. So sorry. Press enter at the end of the line to give a space so that it can be, okay, enter. But remember, this is main method. You should return 0. Okay, so in the get length, what happened? Okay, enter a length, C in length, but you haven't to declare any variable because no variable local to this that can hold the length. You have to declare a variable called length inside this. Just say double length before the C out.
Declare function inside function.
Variable. A variable. Just call length. Say double length. Length, normal length. Okay, terminate. Okay, so whenever user imputed, then it will be okay. I think this is the only correction for this. Similar case to the function width.
Area? For area? Also.
You said?
For double get area? Also different.
For the get area. Oh, okay, okay. Just no. For the double, I don't think if you need to. Okay. You can do that. Yeah. All right. You got it right. So after the get area, what about the display information?
Area.
Display information. So you are to say double length, double width inside here, the display data. Double length, double width, and double area, right? Okay, inside you can just output something. See how the rectangle area is area, and you can see the rectangle length, whatever. So I think you can try running it. Let's see. Length of the rectangle. And width 5. Okay, the area rectangle is 20. That is 4 times 5, exactly like that. So I think this is great. And thank you very much for sharing your screen. Please, you guys, I'm very sorry. I'm supposed to solve question number 6. And I have another class right away in the next few minutes. Please, I'm very sorry. Although I supposed to. All right. Okay. I suppose to call some question number 16, but I will find a way to communicate with you guys about the question number 16, or else when next we meet, I should be able to do something very important like that. I thank you all. Please, we gonna meet next time. Please try as much as you can, but you can, however, personally contact me. Try as much as you can to solve the remaining 2 questions. Question 2, I'm getting easier, tails or head. Oh, that is great. So please, in case you have any issue, abdulmani@gmail.com. So I'm giving you my mail now because I will soon end the meeting. So in case you encounter any error or you didn't understand anything, you can personally communicate to me. I will try as much as I can to try to respond to you. Thank you very much. I think this is the end of today's class. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.